Several up-and-coming fashion designers presented their Spring and Summer 2014 collections at the 8th Taipei InStyle exhibition recently. The event is aimed at promoting Taiwan's fashion and textile industry. One of the rising stars here is Crystal Wang. Her latest Spring and Summer 2014 collection is called Sea Wonders and has a breezy, light, and colorful look. Wang's clothes are already popular among Taiwanese celebrities, and she hopes that one day she can follow the footsteps of the internationally recognized Taiwan designers like Jason Wu. Another rising star is Liu Chunting. His summer and spring collection for 2014 is called Seeker. The collection is primarily white with lots of romantic laces and classic looks. Liu is an established designer in Taiwan who hopes to push through the international barrier. Apart from styles and fashions, the show also offers a glimpse into Taiwan's high-tech textile industry. Singtex, a Taiwanese company, has found a way to recycle coffee grounds and plastic bottles by turning them into odor-absorbing and stretchy fabric. Singtex uses coffee grounds with their odor-absorbing quality by mixing them with PET plastic, resulting in this unique yarn. Singtex is calling this yarn S-Cafe. S-Cafe not only controls odors, but it is also fast-drying and UV protective. Singtex is already providing these green materials to companies like Timberland, North Face, and Hugo Boss. The Taiwan Textile Research Institute has also come up with high-tech sportswear, a shirt that can tell you how much you have lost in sweat. A tiny detector inside the shirt will measure the pH level of a person's sweat, which can in turn indicate whether or not they sweat too much. The detector can be connected to either a smartphone or a computer and can be washed and reused. Lian Jungshen, the executive vice president of the Taiwan Textile Research Institute, said the detector inside the cloth is to detect our body condition in real time. People around the world are living longer than ever before. In South Korea, it's fueling a passion among older people to work longer and learn new skills. They're part of a growing sector of society now, referred to as active seniors. And in the South Korean capital Seoul, Park Yong-ja is proving just that. At the age of 73, she's become a radio disc jockey for the first time and now has her own program, Happy Day. After spending years working as a civil servant, it's a lifetime dream finally realized and felt so valued there. Here in South Korea, the number of people over the age of 65 is set to hit 17 million by 2060, according to research by the Korea Development Institute. Baby boomers born between 1955 and 1963 are beginning to retire from their careers. Active seniors are a growing new breed of active senior citizens with a passion for life. At the Senior Welfare Center in Seoul, older people are learning how to play traditional instruments. 75-year-old Kim Hyung-ok, a participant, said they can do anything if you have the confidence that you can live your dreams. South Korea's active seniors are also getting right up to date with technology. They're learning how to use computers, surfing the net, and tapping on smartphones. Chang Hae-yeon, a social worker at the Senior Welfare Center, believes active senior is a new terminology created because senior citizens have grown a desire to live the prolonged senior life in an independent and enjoyable way. The Senior Welfare Center of Seoul also has senior citizens that care greatly not only about their health, looks, independent productive activities, or spending, but also have a deep passion for learning. Keeping fit and healthy is something Kim Jong-kon is keen on keeping up. At 68, the bodybuilder is still flexing his pecs down at his local gym. He has overcome prostate cancer and has competed in various bodybuilding contests in South Korea and won medals too. But the gym is not for everyone, and some older people are dipping into their creative strength instead. Earlier this month, Seoul hosted its 6th Senior Film Festival, showcasing the work of more than 140 movies directed by people over the age of 60. Lee Hyun-myung, who's 72, won an award at a previous festival for her documentary film, Thirst. In her earlier years, she worked at the U.S. Embassy before she left to get married and have children. In 2008, she took a 2-year media course at the Senior Welfare Center and learned how to produce a film, operate a camera, and edit using digital software. Lee spent almost a year working on her 20-minute Thirst film, which is about birth and death. And she now is working on another film. Lee's thirst for lifelong learning is something that's being seen more and more across South Korea as older people embrace their later years with renewed energy and enthusiasm. The two ends of Bijin Island in the sea off Tongyong in South Korea are connected with a sandy beach. It has the lush forests of evergreen trees such as Japanese silver trees and camellias. As soon as you climb the forest trail, you get a panoramic view of the Emerald Sea and scenic cliffs. Lee Jang-mi, a visitor, says 3 things can be done here, including hiking, even though the mountains are low, and see the ocean and sea route. The trail called San Hogil stretches along a serene seashore village. Somaemul Island is a favorite resting area of migrant birds. A stroll along the Lighthouse Trail will take you to the picturesque Lighthouse Island known as Deongdaeseong. The yellow autumn cudweed is known for its unique vegetation. The 6 islets in Hallyu-Haesang National Park are now connected to one another with new trails. They stretch 42 kilometers and include Dara, Yoksa, Jiget, and Haepum trails. Sin Chang-ho of the National Park Service said they have built observatories and set up such interpretation plates to help hikers. Korea's scenic south coast offers mental and physical rest while keeping in touch with nature. A cow in a village in southwest China's Chongqing municipality recently gave birth to triplet calves, a rare case among uniparous cattle. The great mother cow in Henglu village gave birth to 3 female calves last month. Ni Mingxiang, villager of Henglu village, owner of triplet calves, said the cow had not enough milk and they went to buy 2.5 kilograms of sugar to feed the mother. They also bought milk bottles, but the cow stepped back. The sugar dropped to the ground and she refused to have it. The chance for cows to give birth to twin calves is around 1 against 50,000 and triplets around 1 against 500,000, according to local veterinarians. Ni Mingxiang, owner of the cow, said the mother cow did not have enough milk to feed 3 babies and they had to be fed artificially. After 3 weeks, the baby calves have grown from 10 kilograms to more than 25 kilograms. Ren Yuangtang said he is 72 and have never seen such a thing. He has heard about twin calves, but it is the first time that he had seen triplet calves. A month of jazz performances wrapped up in Shanghai recently as the city staged a grand finale to its yearly Jay-Z Festival. As Asia's largest jazz festival, the Jay-Z Festival Shanghai this year featured over 120 jazz bands from 18 countries and delivered over 150 performances. An estimated 100,000 music enthusiasts had attended the festival. The 2013 festival, the 9th event of its kind, contained 3 different phrases, including Green Note, Jazz Runtown, and Master Hall. This year, jazz fans were able to enjoy performances at the Eastern Chinese City's Expo Park and other outdoor locations in addition to theater venues. Ren Yuqing, the creator of the festival, said that music is sharing joy with others and quoted the old Chinese saying, "You must share it to enjoy it." Collection of raw hides, their preservation and processing are going on in an orderly manner in the capital from the first day of Aidul-Adha, for which business community have complimented government efforts this year. Hides of sacrificed animals are being sold at an increased rate this year following a recession in the trade over the last few years. Traders have started collecting hides eagerly from the very first day of Aidul-Adha. A recession impacted the sale of such hides last year as the prices of hides were not fixed beforehand. Fixation of minimum price and some other steps taken this year have elated the spirit of all associated with the hide trade. Processing work of the hides is also going on in orderly manner as tannery owners say their procurement target has exceeded already by 20%. They further said that country's tannery products have earned name in the global market, which needs further nurturing now. After days of media limelight and curiosity among locals, the Archaeological Survey of India, ASI, began excavation work near a temple in Daundiya Khida village in Unnao district of Uttar Pradesh recently. The search is for a treasure of gold after a seer dreamt of an erstwhile king of Unnao telling him about the existence of 1,000 tons of gold there. The Archaeological Survey of India says that the excavation work is not driven by the seer's dream alone, but also by observations of the Geological Survey of India contained in a Culture Ministry report that there could be some metal bounty there under the earth. This temple in Daundiya Khida village in Unnao district of Uttar Pradesh may seem to be almost in ruins, but they may be well a treasure of gold of around 1,000 tons buried in its compound, a treasure trove that can potentially cure many economic ills. That is the dream of a seer, which has partly led the Archaeological Survey of India to survey and start digging a mound 70 feet from the Shiva temple, around 12 to 20 feet underground. After prayers by sages last Friday, Archaeological Survey of India began its excavation work. The district magistrate, who is overseeing the digging, said that the excavation work may take a month to complete. With the economic upswing taking place in the Middle East and Southeast Asia, Kyoto is encouraging Muslim tourists to visit Japan's ancient capital. Kyoto City is at the peak of its autumn holiday season, and a great number of tourists from all over the world are visiting. The city is also preparing a range of various aspects of hospitality to welcome Muslim tourists. Kyoto City invited travel agents from the Middle East in order to have them experience Japanese traditional culture and consider future possibilities of organizing Kyoto tours. The travel agents visited Kyoto and enjoyed watching dances performed by geisha and experiencing their hospitality in Gion, which is the most famous old entertainment area in Kyoto. The hotels and restaurants are also preparing authentic Japanese cuisine with careful attention to follow Muslim culture. All dishes are prepared with non-alcoholic ingredients for seasoning, and only halal kitchen utensils and plates are used. Shiho Ikuchi, the Director of Overseas Marketing, Executive Guest Services and Operations, responsible for the welfare of guests at one of the hotels in Kyoto, said that the tourism market for Muslim visitors is growing, and they would like to come up with new ideas and menus so that more guests will come and enjoy their visit. An event to demonstrate Japanese cuisine cooked with non-alcoholic seasoning ingredients and using halal kitchen utensils was held. The rooftop garden of the Kai Tak Cruise Terminal, one of the biggest such public gardens in Hong Kong, has officially opened its doors to the public. It offers a breathtaking 360-degree view of Victoria Harbour at a 23,000 square meters, and it is one of the city's largest. This rooftop garden's panoramic view is certainly one of the city's most beautiful, but the best thing about it is that you can sit on the grass and take it in. But getting to the Kai Tak Cruise Terminal is a challenge that has generated complaints from the public. Besides driving or taking a taxi, you can take a minibus which runs between the Kowloon Bay MTR station and the cruise terminal every day. KMB is also operating a route between Kwun Tong and the terminal on Sundays and public holidays. This minibus driver says the number of passengers heading to the terminal has been relatively low, a situation he expects will change in 1 to 2 years as Kai Tak shopping area comes into operation.